Sycamore City Council. We're having a call meeting to vote on and discuss the budget.
Uh-oh, there's a peacekeeper down. How are you? All kinds of bad things for you now. Thank you. New York peppermint.
Very solidly.
Taste the sensation.
Really persistent.
And they will continue everything else in that bar. You came over from York peppermint patty, mint and chocolate do not belong together. Mint belongs in pink and toothpaste
Okay.
and mint.
Yes, that's it.
And Mr. Dan, how you doing?
For
Good.
a long time.
Miss Shaw?
Would you like an
I'm
actual
sorry.
mint?
I would.
Had that one last year.
Oh, see, my sister loves it.
No,
And
just
it's put like peppermint, mustard, and coffee.
That's what it's all
Never
about.
had, but it's good.
Every now and then at night when I'm sleeping, I don't know if it's 'cause I'm sleeping and I'm laying on the nerve with my hands and all that.
I like peppermint
And I'm
in the
sitting there
sticks for
constantly
Christmas.
doing that. That's what I was doing. I had to get
You know why? You know what that tastes like? Mint.
like pain from here down.
And that's it.
You stand there for like 5 minutes.
Let me make a big joy.
Sleep.
I wouldn't have
I don't
one.
drink, I don't drink those.
It helped this one a lot.
No, I would not voluntarily drink a mojito because of the mint. Ugh.
Yes, sir. How about that?
Working like a dog, getting paid like a puppy.
All right, y'all, I'm gonna call this meeting to order. And
Turn your phones off.
hang on one second. Hello? Hey, baby. Yeah, I'm in it.
I'm sorry, I was gonna tell you, we just had what we had the last time, the stuff was fine.
All right,
I'm sorry,
all right, bye.
bye.
That was the boss.
Hey, whatever you say, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, don't you even start on me.
I'm the one started it.
All right. Discuss and vote on budget. Anybody got anything they need to say about the budget?
I need to say something
Go ahead.
before we talk about the budget.
Okay, go ahead.
The first meeting we had in June, you said that the council voted on, insurance. And I went back and read the minutes, and the council didn't vote on insurance.
Okay.
So
I
what I'm
stand-
saying is, if we gonna spend $60,000, I think the council, it should be brought up in a council meeting.
It's 6,000 more.
Shall I
Yeah,
say,
60,000 more. What
once
I'm saying is,
again, since nobody listens, once again, that we had exactly less than 2 weeks to get insurance on them vehicles.
I'm not denying that, you can call a meeting in 10 minutes.
I was busy trying to run and get insurance, even where we could get it.
I'm fine. What I'm saying is, when you make a statement that the council voted on, and you make that statement 3 times, and I know I hadn't missed a council meeting, it kinda makes me say like, hey, I'm missing something here.
Okay?
I sure thought we did vote on it.
I don't know, because I don't remember it, and I went back to the minutes that we started. the
Did I
payments on
not
the
make
insurance.
phone calls on it? I think I did, but
Okay, no, we'll address that. If we're gonna make a phone call, let's call everybody,
Okay, got you.
okay, and then if
All right,
we
I
call
stand
a meeting. I mean, I think that anything over, okay, each department's head have $1,000 that they can go on their own, you have like 2,000. I think anything over $3,000 ought to be brought before the council.
I won't argue that point.
Well, that just kinda, for some reason or another, hit me wrong whenever you said, y'all voted for it, and I'm like, I don't know.
I think what I was talking about, if you'll go back, you'll look and pull it into context. I said y'all voted for the budget. That's what I said,
No.
okay?
You said you voted for this insurance, and that ain't.
No,
that
I
ain't what
said
happened.
y'all voted for the budget. That's what I was talking about, when we were talking about the line items being out of order.
Question,
Go ahead,
are our vehicles insured?
they are now. Yes,
Thanks, sir.
everything is insured now, thanks to the council, but I guess I shouldn't have brought the council, I should've just done it on my own. But I can be jumped again about it, but I didn't, the council voted on that general insurance, and we are fully covered now. Anything else?
One of the comments I had to say before we started, but
Okay. It will be put in order, I assure you. If I may have to get under a time restraint and I have to make calls, I'll do, no, we're not. I need to cut this off, hang on, I'm sorry. But, if we get up under a time restraint again, I will make 5 phone calls, okay?
that what,
And I will call a meeting and pull it into a meeting. I do not want nothing hidden, I didn't try to hide anything. I was trying to save our natural born rear
I
end.
didn't say he was trying to hide anything. I'm saying he made a statement that the council voted on it and we didn't. I ain't trying to hide something, that's a misstatement.
Like I said, let me correct the record too, because if you'll go back and listen to the tape, I was talking about the budget and budget line items that the council had voted on. But,
I will-
okay,
I will go back and listen to it.
okay, that's fine. All right. Now, any discussion on the current budget?
Has anything changed since last week?
No. We've made no changes, you still got the same thing that y'all have been looking at. We haven't changed that.
Move to approve the budget.
Second. Okay, got a motion and a second on the floor, all in favor?
Well, let me make another motion,
Okay, go ahead.
okay? Are we gonna approve the budget that you got right there?
Yep,
No changes, just that right there,
just that right there.
bar no changes.
Okay. If there was to be any changes that had to be made, and I don't foresee it with this, it would have to come before the council on an amendment to the budget.
Okay, so we're gonna vote on the way it's written up right here.
Exactly. That's what we're voting on, that's a balanced budget, that's before you. Yep.
Sean, you okay with what's in there? Dan, you okay? Charlotte, you okay?
Do you know something that we don't know?
I mean, let me know.
What I was
I
wondering,
know
I
that.
don't know, I'm just saying, y'all don't want people.
Yeah.
I mean, we're good with what it was, unless you know something we don't know.
As of the one I turned in, I was okay with.
Gonna vote for this one.
Okay, we go back to the original, we got a motion on the floor and we got a second, all in favor. Okay, unanimous, carried.
Then,
I would like to make a comment though, if I can.
Go ahead.
I know that, per what has been previously stated here, that we have come under budget every year. And I don't, disagree with that. But this budget is 2.783 million. And if we come in at $2.782 million, then technically we would still be under budget. I would love it if we could come in well under that number, since we have come under budget by $100,000 plus in the most recent couple of years. I would love it if we could come in well under that.
I would love that too,
Well-
Would.
but nobody knows what the future holds.
I agree, but what was said is that, you know, to discount and to say the reason our budget is this high is because we have the ability to say yay or nay to expenses and whatnot. But we also have been here to see where there is a mad dash to, you know, sometimes to buy equipment and do stuff before the money runs out for the current fiscal year. And we can come under budget $1 and still say technically we came under budget. I would love it if we could all do our part to try to stay well under budget.
If I may,
You may.
well, talk to the mayor. If I may, as regards the mad dash to acquire equipment toward the end of a budget year, that's been going on since government's been government. They were doing that before the walls of Jericho fell.
Sure.
The simple fact of the matter is, you do it when you have the surplus capital to do it. And that, I mean, I look at that as no more than splossed or lost. I mean, when the budget comes to an end and we start over at zero, to extend the metaphor, that's found money. And if we have equipment we have to buy, you know what? We have to buy it. Body armor, vehicles get wrecked, tires go bad, equipment seals that blow out, lawn mowers that wear out. I don't think anybody is splurging on equipment. Sean, have you got that new helicopter yet?
No, I'm still waiting on request for it.
All right. Chief, have you done any searches of government surplus for those MRAPs or those Humvees? No? I mean, I'm being flip to a certain extent, but by the same token, at the end of at the end of the budget year, when you got money left, you got money left, and if you need something, you get it. If you don't, put it in general fund.
Why don't we give some back to the taxpayer?
We've been talking about that with the water rebates. Anybody paid their water bill yet this month?
What I'm saying is, we can do it in the, either, whatever the amount is, it's the same all the way across the board.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And
water bills, say a water bill, say 300 plus up, they give them $50 a piece. That'd be $15,000.
Well, I recommended 6 months ago, for this year, we reduced the millage rate to 0, because we could have 2 tax bills in the same year. Now, whether one was from last year that just got held up or not,
Yeah. Well, either way,
we might do that. Somewhere in the not too distant future, we might consider a tax holiday, if we can afford it. But we pay for a tax holiday, then all of a sudden we have another hurricane come through, we got a problem.
what I'm saying, we just make it X number of dollars all the way across the board for all the citizens, all the households. Each household would, any water bill would get like $50. And then that equals somewhere around $16,000. And, you know, and then maybe January 1, I could do it again. Maybe next June, maybe July, or before the next meeting for the budget, we might can do it again. You know, we can put some back into the community by giving them some of their money back. job just got cut out as part of the zoning plan because it ain't in the budget nowhere. That's why I asked, was it in the budget?
Well, why couldn't you answer the question when we asked that you knew something that we didn't?
Because
You
I
could've
didn't know
seen- you
what
could've
all
told
y'all
him
needed.
that.
I mean, I wasn't in it as a line item last year, it's just come out of my department.
It was just voted on
Yeah.
before the after the budget last year. That's why I reread the budget last time, the last 2 months. And I got it printed out today so I could read it again in case it's changed.
Call a gotcha.
I don't feel like I need to be the one that got it.
I don't think so neither, cause we simply just
I
asked
mean,
you the
it's just
question
not
if you
a-
knew
it's
something
been
that we
a-
didn't.
Been an oversight on my behalf, but, I mean, I'm capable of making them.
Well,
That's pretty dirty though. Because we sat and asked you the question, do you know something that we don't? And you sat up there and you didn't say anything. All three of us just asked that same question, so that's dirty if you've seen it and you didn't say something.
My deal is that, number one, yes, I voted for him to be the zoning person. I did that. Number two, I never did find out exactly why we needed one in Sycamore when we got one for Turner County already. And it's been mentioned several times to me on why do we have one. My answer is, I don't know yet. So, I don't know why we have a zoning person just for Sycamore when the county can do it all. I don't understand that.
Cause they wasn't doing it all to start with, I can answer these questions.
Well, they wasn't doing, they might not have been doing what you wanted, but were they doing their job?
No.
Neither was EPD until the newspaper editor got involved.
I know what we've done, I know what's been done since I started doing it, I know the projects that have been gone ahead with, what we've done, what we look forward to doing. I know the past 2 weeks has been, you know, one after the other. We enforce zoning, and I think it's just it's been easier coming out of our office. And, I know we've done a lot. I don't have the paperwork here, but
I don't know.
When exactly did we make you zoning officer?
In the middle of last year.
right. Around June or so, I think,
Before the beginning of fiscal year?
pretty sure.
Might have been. Right at it.
We did not put a budget line in
I
at
mean,
that time.
everything I've done out of it, I've just been, you know, things that I've done out of my budget. You know, thus far, so.
Okay. That's something I want you to read.
You talking to me?
Yeah,
What did I do?
no. You didn't, this is in May here.
Yeah.
How much was spent for the salaries of the police department? And this includes the zone.
For that month,
Yeah,
$39,694.33.
what's your budget?
Out of $597,854.
What's spent?
$408,401.51.
Thank you.
And that-
I rest
However,
my
Tom,
case.
and that falls
if I
under-
may.
And that falls under police budget.
Yep,
If I may,
That zoning don't fall under police budget. The police
Councilman
budget
Coker is not
That's
legally
why it's been
wrong in his
good.
assertion.
Do what?
Going forward, I would recommend maybe doing a separate line item for zoning. But, I mean, the money's there. And we did, I mean, we paid him as the zoning officer, and we do not have we do not have a line item, but again, the money's there.
Didn't say the money wasn't there. I'm saying when you vote, and it says administrative, street, police, or fire. Does not say zoning.
It doesn't.
Every line item in here, none of it says zoning.
I'm genuinely puzzled as to why you didn't explicitly bring that up.
I'm generally puzzled that it hadn't been brought up before, because every month since we've been okay, it is zoning. It's never showed up on the sheets. Never.
If I may,
Now, does it pay the whatever it amounts to is $300 and something dollars? Does it show up as a check? Yes.
Chief,
But it don't say zoning.
what is the actual explicit job title of your capacity as zoning? Are you zoning enforcement officer?
Both. I handle the enforcement under my duties as the chief of police. But
And
the zoning administration is just like a project we've worked on over here, you know, making sure that everything's done properly, all of our setbacks, any building project that's forthcoming. I've had a guy over today wanting to build a home, so we go out, we measure everything, we make sure that he's okay to do it, just in layman's
okay,
terms.
well, what I'm saying is you are the zoning enforcement officer,
Yes,
and you're enforcing zoning ordinances.
yes, I have to, it's part of my job.
Okay. Councilman Coker is not unilaterally wrong in that we should, in best practices, we should have a line item. However, he's a law enforcement officer and he's enforcing laws, not just criminal laws, but also traffic laws and zoning laws. So I think this is a problem in search of a solution, or a solution in search of a problem.
Yeah.
I'm not denying what he does. I'm not denying what he has done in the zone. What I'm saying is, when we do a budget, it should be a line item in there for that department. He's getting paid as a department head, so to speak, which, you know, that here and there. But if that's the case, then it should be lined up in here. Because the fire department, the chief there don't make $20,000 a year. And it's in there. Right? Right? Am I wrong? Tell me why it's not in
I'm
the budget.
listening, you got anything else you need to say?
I was just wondering why it wasn't in the budget. If it ain't in the budget, then who you gonna notify? If we wanna keep it in the budget, then, you know, we need to redo the budget.
Do you wanna tell one of these employees they ain't got a job tomorrow?
We can ask for an extension, and then if we can't get the extension, we can use the excess that we have now.
Point of order,
Go ahead.
budget's already been voted on.
Yeah,
I mean,
budget done been voted on. That's why.
that horse is dead, we spent the last 15 minutes whipping.
No. But what I'm saying is, you balance the budget without that in there.
All right, a suggestion. Why don't you, for our next council meeting, prepare an amendment to the budget that includes it that way?
But if I prepare an amendment to the budget that includes it, excuse me, I know Ben ain't gonna like it, cause it would be considerably less than $20,000.
Yeah, you can prepare it,
Right.
and we can all take a look at it and, determine wonder whether that's the right way for the city to go. As it stands, the budget in your hand is approved.
I know it, I have proved it,
Then, why,
but my deal is, whenever you write out a budget and you line item stuff, you need to line item everything.
all right,
You know, that's like go and get a brake job, and then they say, okay, you owe me $800, and I'm like, all I wanted was brakes. Well, we went ahead and lined it up, put in new wheel bearings, got you going.
well, I would suggest, like I said, if you think it should be amended, then go ahead and prepare an amendment. And we'll take a look at it and vote on it. But as it stands now, the budget, as it is printed, has been approved, and we're able to go forward with the next fiscal year starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, let's move to item 3. Discuss and vote on employee bonuses. I've done what the council asked me to do. I have talked to each individual employee. Did I not?
Yes, sir.
Of course. You say no?
No, I don't remember.
They must have gave you some of that stuff before you had your surgery. Because I
No,
did,
sir.
I talked to you about it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've talked to every employee about whether they wanted to have 2 bonuses at the end of the year, or November, or they would rather split them between summer and between.
And the majority of the decision was,
It was, they wanted to split them.
move to approve split bonus for the employees of the city of Sycamore, Georgia.
But 1 week for the, each split.
Yeah,
Instead of getting 2 weeks at Christmas, they're gonna get 1 week in the summer, 1 week in fall. That provides for people to do Black Friday shopping and to do school shopping before the semester, before the fall semester ends. Or to go on vacation.
Was that a motion?
It was a motion.
no, don't even vote on it. Don't even vote on it. I'm scrapping. I've had enough of the bull. I'm scrapping
You scrapped what?
this whole item 3 is taken. I'm done.
Point of parliamentary procedure. Are you tabling this issue?
I'm tabling. I've made myself clear and I've stated over the last 2 months, this council don't give a crap. Period.
Sorry, can you repeat that last thing, what you said?
I said, I've discussed all this and what I had planned to do over the last 2 months for the employees. And it's got to be pulled and tugged and everything else, so to heck with it.
Well, your plans have to be voted on by council.
Yeah, and I've made myself crystal clear to the council, have I not?
Well, yeah, but the council has made it crystal clear they didn't wanna go that route.
Okay, all right, good, you don't wanna go that route.
So
It's
we
done.
got, we
It's
vote now
done.
whether we gonna.
It's
do it or
tabled.
not.
Item 4, let's move on. Discuss and vote on COLA.
Table it too.
Move to approve COLA.
That's
What
what we
percent?
said.
What
We
percent?
discussed 5%, is that correct?
That's the only number I've heard mentioned.
That's the only number I've heard. Now, that's not entirely true. I also heard 5% plus $1. So it's just 5%?
5%.
Move to approve COLA for all city employees of Sycamore, Georgia at 5%.
Second.
Got a Motion and a second, everybody in favor? Okay, so carried. Alright, public input, I think we got one item we need to bring up, that came up, under public input. Ben, let's have the floor again, explain.
Gypstick has a satellite office here in our courtroom, Georgia Public Safety Training Center. They've got a satellite office, gentleman's here. He coordinates all the training in our area and has for the past couple of years. So they have given me an intergovernmental agreement that they would like for us to approve and sign. Just, the attorney can probably explain it better than I can.
It's a 1-year license for them to use that corner back there. That's all it is. And it look, other than the address needs to be
Right.
corrected, it looks fine.
Are we charging them anything for it?
No.
Are they charging us
It's been
anything?
no, but it's just been very good to have somebody here instead of in Forsyth. You know, we've got somebody here all the time that can coordinate our local training, and, you know, we've been able to house them here, and it's been, and they don't coordinate training for just us, it's multiple agencies all around us. This
Yeah,
has just
it's
been a
every kind of good thing for
location.
us.
So, a lot of our annual mandated training, different things like that.
I see no problem with that.
You think so?
Do you need it in writing?
We've got the agreement there, I just, once that was given to me, I forwarded it to the attorney and let you guys make a vote on it,
Y'all
yea or nay.
just need to clear me to sign.
Sign it.
Justin, is there a problem?
No, it's fine, it just needs to correct the address.
I move it be approved.
Second.
All in favor? So carried. Anything else?
We'll go home.
I don't think we need to introduce the new policeman, do we? I think everybody knows.
Maybe, I am.
Stand up and introduce yourself anyway, so it'll be in the newspaper.
I don't want that in the paper, I am full staffed again, we got him on board today, and, I think Sycamore will be very lucky and fortunate to have him.
Yeah.
He's got
I agree.
18, 20 years experience, and, he knows everybody here in this city. I told y'all a month ago that I was trying to put a good team together, not just hire people. And I think it'll be a great addition to our department and our community.
Yep.
Like I said earlier, welcome aboard.
Thank you. All right, item 6, adjourn.
We'll go home.
Second.
All in favor? So carried, we are adjourned.